most famous physical therapist on the internet.
Hi folks, I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical
Together we are the
therapist.
most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Today we're going to talk about alternatives for 15 common exercises you should never do. We just did this video, and by popular demand, we had a lot of people requesting, hey, you showed us what not to do. Now you need to show us what to do.
Yeah, so we did everything except for the alternatives. So now this is your chance.
We better move along here, Brad, because
better
we got the giveaway today. If you want to join us on our channel, bobandbrad.com, our website, go to the giveaway section, and we're doing a contest to give away a Sleepovation mattress. This is our favorite mattress by far in the world. It's got 700 tiny mattresses, really good for pain relief, pressure relief. You can also find the contest on Bob and Brad on Facebook.com. It'll be Facebook/Bob and Brad. It'll be pinned to the top of the page. If you go to Instagram or Twitter, you'll see a shorter version of our program, which a lot of people probably desire, Brad.
We're getting better at this all the time, Bob.
No, I don't think so. That's the problem.
Oh, the pillows come along with it.
Oh yeah,
too.
that's right. We're giving away a pillow too. A couple pillows.
Right, but you get the full one, not the half. This is just to show there's springs inside a pillow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really does.
But you don't feel them.
No, not at all.
It just gives you good support. All right.
Okay, Bob, the 15 people are saying and reading the comments, I'd say 50% of the comments show us the alternatives. So we're going to, obviously, if we showed all the alternatives for every exercise, we'd be up here for about 27 hours.
Right.
Maybe 28. So we're just going to show you one or two alternatives and we'll have to go from there.
Okay, the first one, Brad, we were talking about, touching
toe
toes.
touches.
Toe
Yep,
touching, yep.
just that bend over thing. If you really want to stretch the hips,
into flexion.
This is going to do the same thing, except for it's going to take a lot of stress off the back, and you can simply do this 5 to 10 repetitions. If you happen to be touching your toes because you want hamstring stretches, just lay down like this, and there's a lot of ways you can stretch your hamstrings, but this is one of them. Maybe we'll put this leg down here, and I can feel a good hamstring stretch there. We have some excellent videos on how to stretch your hamstrings, and that would be the best way to go
right, but this is a nice one without equipment. And it's in bed, and your back is supported. Easy. So
cervical flexion. Anybody?
So we were saying we didn't want you doing this, stretching this way.
No good. Simply do a chin tuck.
Yep. With cervical flexion, the only good thing about it, besides the bad thing is you're stretching the lower neck. The good thing is you're stretching the upper neck.
Right.
Well, this does the same thing, believe it or not.
Right, in a much better fashion.
Yeah. So chin tucks, you can give a little overpressure if need be.
And, repetitions on those, 5 to 10. And if you watch our channel, we recommend those probably
and you should be doing them every hour.
Sure. Yep.
So V sit-up spread?
Yeah, V sit-ups. These are really good sit-ups to be aggressive on your stomach and to get the 6-pack, 12-pack, whatever you want. But we want to save the back and the discs, and that happens to put a lot of pressure on your discs. So option, Bob, can you grab one of those balls down here while I show the first option? Is simply I call it a double crunch, like this. And this way you're taking a lot of stress off of the lumbar spine. Put the ball right there. This is the way I do them at home. Like this, and the ball gives me a little more effort.
Look how well the back is supported, though, the entire time.
They feel great. They're wonderful. What are you laughing at?
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
All right, next one, Brad. Tricep strengthening. We were talking you shouldn't do dips.
Yeah, this is a dip because it stresses the shoulder.
Right.
This is my favorite one.
Yep.
I just started doing these in the last 6 months, and
yeah, look at his arms. They're puffed up. He looks like he's on steroids.
I'm strong like bull. Now, if you got some bands, you hook them up to a heavy table leg or get them to use a wall anchor here, whatever you can. And it's very comfortable, and you can relax, and you simply, very good mechanics.
This really isolates the tricep.
It does.
That's what's nice about it. And, funny how it is that we managed to put in a plug for our wall anchor there.
Well, that's because they work great. And
we're shameless, Brad. We're shameless.
We're just got to let people know, Bob.
Yeah, that's right.
I've got 3 of them on mine because I'm feeling so strong. But it really, and it really works more than just the triceps.
How can you call that 3? That's 2.
Well, at home, Bob.
Oh.
At home where I do my work.
Wow, people are going to ask, like, can you count? Okay, the next one is we recommend that you don't want to run on the same tilt of the road,
Right.
the same camber of the
Right.
road. Because if you keep running on the same tilt all the time, you're going to develop injuries.
Right. It can stress the knees, the ankles. It tilts the pelvis, so then the low back can even be involved.
I'm really in tune to my body, and I can tell when I'm running one way too many times
Right.
on the tilt of the camber of the road. So what you want to do is when you run down one side of the road, you want to run back the same side of the road.
Yeah.
Or if you're on a track, go around one way a couple times and then go around the other opposite way to get the
break it up.
Yeah.
Or just run on the sidewalks.
Well, yeah, keep a flat area.
Right, if
yeah.
that's possible. But we forgot the full sit-ups.
Oh, I skipped one.
I got
Okay.
them squished in there pretty tight.
Okay.
We don't happen to have this memorized because we're too old for that. So, the old-fashioned sit-up.
Yep, the full sit up.
Right, those. We're
With
not
knees
gonna
bent
do.
or knees straight, it's still bad.
Right. So simply, you can just do partial sit-ups like this. Or that gives you a little more
Crunches.
range of motion. A touch like this, and this really adds a little bump to the abdominal core. Do you
Yeah.
have another option, Bob?
Yeah, why
There's
don't you
a-
pop off? I'll show. If you really want to protect your back, I put my hands underneath
Oh,
like that.
good idea.
You know,
Yeah.
so and I just go like this, and I do. I mean, you can just do curl ups like this,
Yep.
putting the head straight up to the ceiling. But I actually, to add a little more zest, I go up like
Ooh.
this. And I do leg movement like this.
So a little bicycle movement with the leg,
Yep.
and then there's a lot of ways
Yeah,
to
to
work.
do it that are safe.
Yep.
So
We
now
really-
where are we at?
I don't know.
Now we're on military press.
Oh,
So-
yes. Now, the military press is one that we don't like because it impingement on the shoulder.
Right.
So we don't have anything here that I really...
Incline bench.
Right. So, yeah, you're going to put the bench at about a 45-degree angle, and instead of pushing straight up above with your weight, with your barbell, you'll be leaning back. Here,
There you go,
Bob, you want to
Brad.
be my bench?
I'm going to be the bench right here, Brad.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Yeah, we're really improvising here. We don't have the fancy equipment. Then it takes that impingement
Yeah.
and reduces that impingement level.
It leaves a little more room for
Right.
the tendon to
Right.
transverse through the
Yeah,
subacromial
we don't
area.
even like to promote those too much. But if
No.
you want to do them, that's probably the best alternative.
Yeah.
Oh,
Upright rows, Brad.
upright rows to chin. So whether you're using, a barbell.
Well, you could use a booyah stick
Yeah,
if it
go
was
ahead.
a
Here,
barbell.
I want to throw it, Bob.
Okay.
There you go.
There you go.
So
So
it's the same motion.
These like this.
Depending on what kind of resistance you use, it doesn't matter. But when you do this, it's hard on the shoulders and that impingement
Right.
again. So you can just don't go up so high, and make sure you can just do shoulder
Yeah, shoulder shrugs is what
and
I'd
get
probably.
those upper traps.
That's what I'd prefer.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
And
Oh.
I
Okay.
really like the bands, Bob. But anyways, that's just my
All
personal
right.
preference. Where else are we?
We're bent over rows.
Can you show them with that booyah stick as if that's a barbell?
So,
with weights on
especially when your legs are straight and they just bend over like this
Yes.
and go like this,
Yeah,
just awful. I mean,
Mhm.
just terrible stress on your back.
right.
So,
If you want to get this is exactly how I do them at home. Again, I'm using a band, attach it to the wall anchor or whatever you can at home, and you're
see
just
how he's really working that upper back and even a little bit of the low back, to be honest,
Right.
for stability.
right.
But this, Brad, why don't you turn a little bit
Oh,
so they can
sure.
see? Yeah. Now watch how his shoulder. I just tripped over the mat. Just watch how his shoulder blades are coming together. This is a great one. This is one that I can't say enough about. I would get the wall anchor kit just for that. I mean,
well, it works at posture.
yeah.
What we know, posture makes such a difference in your life.
Well, it's in the way you look too. I mean,
Right.
your
Yeah.
posture's
Exercise,
straight.
looks,
Yeah.
and the whole works. I don't know if we ever talked about that before. What about the next one, Bob?
Where we're
We're doing squats where you go all the way down the butt wink, the to the grass
Yeah,
thing. We can't
yeah.
say it because it's a
A
family.
to the grass.
It's a family show. We got to keep it straight. So here, you want to use that for a vertical, and I'll show.
Well, I'm going to show what I do.
Oh, yeah.
I do posture squats.
Oh, that's right.
I put my arm up here, and it really works my posture while I'm doing
Right.
it. And then I stay way back so my knees are behind my,
Yep.
my knees are behind my feet.
Yep.
And it's amazing. I do these so much now, Brad, that as soon as I go to lift something,
Yeah.
it kicks right in, like the right way to
The
lift.
body mechanics
the
are,
body
are there. The
it's just the muscle memory. Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Now,
but I don't go way down. I don't know if I can get down. My
he's
knees
cracking away.
Yep.
Yeah, it's all his.
But when you go down this far and you go way down, your back is going to start to round out.
And if you're using weights on a barbell, because that's what you want to do, it's just fine. And it's the same thing. If you want to stress your back and knees, do the butt all the way down to the
Yep.
floor. Otherwise, we recommend doing it without do the 90 degrees in the knees, 90 degrees in the basically in the hips, a little more than that actually, but we're avoiding the deep squat just to protect our body.
Some people have shallow enough sockets that they can get all the way down, keep their back straight. Very rare. There's certain Europeans that it's more prominent in.
And there's going to be a lot of people lifting here that just say they don't know we don't know what we're talking about. They're going to do.
And they might be right.
Yeah. No, it's it's each to his own on that.
All right, Brad.
Oh, the long arc quads where you're in the
quads.
machine and you're doing that kick like this. If you're going to do this, I really, that is an open chain. It's non-functional.
Right.
If you want to work your quads, this is one of my favorite things to do. Simply just do lunges. Grab something for balance if you need it. Otherwise, you may not need it. And do a lunge with the 90 degrees so that your knee does not go past that vertical line. You can actually put a stick there if you want and do it until you get the mechanics down. But this, you're going to feel the quads work really well. And if you want more resistance, put your toe up here. It really works your balance well. And this is pretty advanced, I think.
It is.
Or, you can go over the head like that with your hands or however you want, but it definitely works the quads in a much more functional and safe fashion.
You want to work into it slowly. Otherwise, you can end up with some micro tears.
Yeah.
Because I've done it. And also, you want to make sure you're breathing all the time when you're doing this.
Yes.
Windmills, right, Brad?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
So we don't want you doing, the windmills down like this. If you want to get some rotation on your back, do you want me to do it, Brad?
Go ahead, Bob.
So it's just easy one to do. You can do windshield wipers. This is a nice one for your back. I think for mobility, most people can do this one. Is you're just going to put your knees and ankles together, and you're going to rotate back and forth. If one direction bothers you, like it's painful, work the other direction for a while and go. Let's say I could go this way. Go all the way down if you can.
Yep.
And then eventually you'll find out that the right side starts to work better.
Yeah, but you can't go all the way down on this side.
No, I
the
can't.
cupboard's in the way.
I'm going to hit the cupboard, yeah. So remove all cupboards from your house and you'll be fine. No, but this is a great one for people with back pain if it doesn't hurt. Again, we don't want pain. No pain is a good day, right? Okay, what's next, Brad?
We'll go on.
Yeah.
So, you got the weight in this hand, and I see people do this a lot at the gym, and they're doing this one. And it's definitely working your core on the side, but I think there's better ways to do it because this is putting a lot of stress on that low back and that spine. If you have a back problem in the past, it may get it going again. If you don't have a back problem, it may start one. And there's people who've been doing it for years and they're okay. But
yeah, a much better alternative would be side planks.
Right.
And you can start, if you're a rookie, you can start on your knees like this and just go like that. If you're a little more advanced, you can, if I got room here, you put one foot in front of the other and you go up like this on the side. I do these almost every night, Brad.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Not in the morning?
Well, you're not supposed to do them in the morning, right after you wake up. Remember, it's bad for your back.
Well, I never do these because they hurt my back all the time.
Yeah. I still think you need to just adjust your arch and to see if that feels better.
Yeah.
I know you don't believe it.
I'll consider it. But
all right.
Anyways,
take it under consideration.
This is not what I do. But I may. So
Last
where
one,
were we?
Wide-based push-ups, Brad.
Oh, I did want to say, if you're going to do those, make sure you do them on the floor. Don't do those on the bed or your massage table.
Right.
The wide base push-ups.
Yeah.
Can you get down to the
really
floor?
hard on. on the
Yeah.
collarbone,
Yeah.
on the distal end of the
Yeah,
collarbone.
I used to do these a lot, but now I don't. You know, it's not the worst thing in the world, but I think there's a lot better things you can do. I think if you do flies with dumbbells,
Sure.
you know, that's one way to do it.
Yeah.
I'm going to show here because it's convenient. So here we got some flies standing with the bands. And again, we're using that wall anchor, but it works well. And how far you go back, if you go too far back, you want a little stretch on the muscle. But if you overdo it, then you're risking a tear in those pectoralis. Major muscles or the minor or where the tendon connects. So have good control, a little bend in the elbow, and that's really going to work those pecs a little bit better, I think, than the.
And the other thing, of course, is you can just do normal push-ups. too,
Right.
Standard
There
push-up.
you go.
Oh,
Right,
so
exactly. Bring it in closer.
that probably the best thing of all. And even with those, you can then alternate,
Forward
too.
and backwards
Yeah,
as opposed to
to
out
going
to the
way out.
side.
Yeah.
Good point.
All right.
And last but not least, we've got people who think they're working their pecs
Oh, sure.
by doing the horizontal push-up
Yeah.
kind of thing with weights like that. And obviously that's not doing anything for your pecs. So again, this one is a really nice option for that. You just simply
Sure.
get your bands out and hook it up, and this is doing the job because now the resistance is coming from the right direction versus
You look
gravity.
like rock and sock robots.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we do have a video on using this for that punching. Did you have Rock'em Sock'em?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, this is a long video. Well, people ask for it, you know.
That's right.
Alternatives, you're gonna have
All
to
right.
put up with it.
Let's cut her off. Thanks for watching.